Hello, Your Majesty. My name is Scratch, the head of the Cellarguard's Knights. Please excuse my rough exterior. I was pulled here quite abruptly without much time to properly groom myself prior to kneeling before the crown. It is an honor to be before you, Your Majesty. I do not know why I was pulled away from my training, but I trust you hold and will share that answer. No, Your Majesty. The guards were quite polite in bringing me here. I was in the middle of training. They said it was of the utmost urgency that you see me at the absolute soonest time you could. So I paused my training and rushed here. I will say they did make me think you were in danger. My ruler in danger is not something my heart could take lightly. Now, may I know why I'm in your presence and why you look so pleased? Happy to see me. Oh, that's so lovely to hear, Your Majesty. I am pleased to see you alive and well, despite what I was thinking while rushing here. Yes, I am aware of the recent attempted kidnapping of you. If I may, I heard your guards almost didn't catch the criminal, but they did catch him. Is this about putting some of my men around the palace along with your royal guards for extra security? Right, I apologize for assuming so quickly. Please enlighten me, Your Majesty. No, Your Majesty, I have not gotten any reports of suspicious activity around the palace. I would also like to mention my men rarely patrol the palace, since your royal guards are doing that and we wish not to waste resources when it could be spent elsewhere, as well as wanting to avoid false reports of suspicious activity since knights patrolling and looking around everywhere could be seen as suspicious in the dark. I recommend asking the leader of the guards, of the royal guards, for suspicious reports. It is out of my knowledge as to who the leader of the royal guards is, since you deliberately keep that private to prevent attacks, Your Majesty. You are? Well, then I suppose you know the reports of the royal guards patrols inside and outside of the palace, correct, Your Majesty? Okay. I feel as though you were beating around the bush about saying something, Your Majesty. I sincerely apologize if I'm reading the room wrong, but I do hope that gives you the confidence to ask if I do happen to be correct. I was. Oh, please ask away, Your Majesty. I'm happy to listen to whatever your request may be. Guard you? You'd like me to join a Cellarguard's royal guards instead of the knights whenever I'm already head? Bodyguard. You want me to be your bodyguard because of the recent attempted kidnapping of you. Is that correct? Your Majesty, that is quite a big ask. As head of a Cellarguard's Knights, I have a lot of responsibilities on my plate already. Plus, one of my men will do just fine protecting you. They are skilled. Sure, I may be the strongest among them, but they can handle being your bodyguard. You're right. Your safety is the utmost priority. Not only to me, but to the kingdom and what you rule over. A skilled fighter like myself is more than desirable than simply one of the lower-classed men. While I am skilled in combat, being a head of a Cellarguard's Knights, Your Majesty, I have a lot of responsibilities outside of that. I would have to guard you for many hours of the day, do a day's night work in a few hours, and change the knights' already well-established sleep schedule, and get less than optimal sleep myself. To add to that, if we ever got attacked, my men, while trained, still need someone to lead them in combat. I can't do that if I am guarding you. No, Your Majesty, I wouldn't dream of turning down such a big offer. I am just explaining to you the sacrifices I would have to make to be your bodyguard. Not leaving until I accept? You're right, Your Majesty. I should be thinking of this as a promotion. Head of the Cellarguard's Knights and personal bodyguard of the ruler are both outstanding titles, and I'll have had the honor to wield both. I have an idea that would work to allow me to be your full-time bodyguard without sacrificing night work or my own sleep schedule. Would you like to hear it? Please, allow me just a week to train and appoint a new head of knights. After that week, I will resign, and I will be at your side at every moment of yours and my waking hours. I do request that I still hold the title of former head of Acelagard's Knights. Your Majesty, that title really means a lot to me, even if it is below the bodyguard of the ruler. Personal bodyguard to the ruler and former head of Acelagard's Knights, Scratch. So, do you take my offer, Your Majesty? Right. Thank you so much, Your Majesty. The next head will be just as good as me, I promise you. Do you grant me permission to leave and start on that promise now? I'm aching to get as much information in the next head of Acelagard's Knights as soon as I can. Much appreciated, Your Majesty. As the clock strikes 8 a.m., 7 days from now, I will be at your side to protect you. Hey guys, Scratch here. Wow. Just wow. In my last video, I said that at 500 subscribers, I would post a bloopers/ramble video. Oh my god, did we smash 500? Oh my god. We doubled subscribers in 12 hours. That was my overnight. It was during the day, but it was still my overnight because I sleep during the day. I am nocturnal. Anyway, I sincerely appreciate everybody who subscribed, but that video is not going to be out for quite a while because I have to work on it. I have to make the subtitles. The artist that I commissioned for the thumbnail has to finish the thumbnail. And just thank you guys so much for 500. Editing of Editor Scratch here. Almost 700 now at posting this. Holy shit. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna stop rambling now. Bye-bye.